Good morning. Spencer Ross with One Step Forward, and I hope you're doing well. What are we doing? Like, literally, what are we doing? So, this morning, I'm about to go pack some boxes for Children's Hunger Fund, and that's all I can do right now, right? So, maybe you're raising money, time, talent, and treasure. I'm going to put some time in to help pack boxes for a group that is going to send it to children in need, to families in need. Okay, that's what I can do right now. What are you doing? So, am I planning this? You have to sign up, you have to register, you've got to come on time or early. So, I'm driving on the way here and I almost plowed into this lady. She was lost. I couldn't figure out what she was doing. She was weaving in the road. Oh, she was trying to get to the baseball field for her grandkids' game. Okay, so she's a little lost. Can I be patient with her? All right, so I stayed back. So I'm driving on. There's a light out. Okay, well, people aren't stopping for the light that's out. Well, it's a four-way stop. Come on, people. Oh, there's a dude standing in the middle of the street. He's um, a traffic guy. All right. So he's waving people on. All right. Are we paying attention? Are we paying attention enough to see that there's a need so that I don't plow into grandma? So I don't stop at a light I don't have to stop at because there's a dude there waving people on. Am I being aware, looking around, and am I trying to see what needs there are to be filled? Driving down the street and I almost plow into another guy because he's going to turn left. He's got his left blinker on. All of a sudden, he starts drifting in my lane and turns right. I don't know what it was this morning, but I'm glad I didn't get into two car accidents because people were lost. As a leader, are we being patient with people? Are we planning so that we're not in a rush as much as we can be? Right? Sometimes your schedule's going to be tight and you're going to be in a hurry. I get that. I've been there. Going to be there tomorrow or the next day or the next day after that. But as much as possible, am I planning accordingly? Am I seeing what needs are there? Am I taking input on what's going on? And am I executing some help? Last night, had some friends over, and a brother was talking about he spent 4 months in the hospital. Well, during COVID, you couldn't visit people in the hospital. When my mom was dying of cancer, I asked if someone could visit, and I got yelled at by the nurse. She was fine. She was right. That person should not have visited. It was a dumb question on my part. But what am I doing? Sometimes all we can do is thoughts and prayers. But when we can do something more, are we doing something more? Even even telling someone, "Hey, I'm here for you." Everyone at work has been telling a guy whose dad fell and broke his hip and spent a week and a half in the hospital. His mom's got dementia. Everyone's been telling him, "Hey man, do you need anything? We're here for you. I'm here for you. You call me. We're there." Like, no, we got to let the nurses do their thing. We've got to let the doctors do their thing. The home care people are doing okay. I have some questions now and then, but there was nothing we can do. So we encourage him. We say hi. We're respectful. We're patient with him. He's not out of control and he's not mean. It's not what I mean, but when he's asking questions, are we listening? Are we seeing what we can do? Maybe we're inviting him to lunch. Maybe we're inviting him to breakfast. Maybe when he's at a project, hey, do you need help with that project? What are we doing? What are we doing? My friend started a charity, Forever Found. It helps people who are involved in human trafficking, who are victims of it. That's awesome. Okay, what can I do? Well, I can talk about it. I can give money to it. I can volunteer at it. What am I going to do this morning? Children's Hunger Fund. I can talk about it. I can give money to it. I can volunteer. What are you doing? What are we doing? You are so amazing, so great. You have so much time, a lot of talent, and maybe some treasure. What are you using it for? Are you using it just for yourself? Are you using it to better the people around you? Spencer Ross is one step forward. And as you go out through this day, through this week, the rest of the month, and to the next year, what are you doing? Have a good one.